Good evening, viewers. You are tuning into Darshan Meghalaya, and we are glad to welcome you to the first edition of our 30 Minutes Bulletin. Before we go to the news in detail, first let's take a look at the top stories of the day. Shillong Cantonment boosts security with over 30 new CCTV cameras. Nongpo Area Women Welfare Association celebrates 25 years of women empowerment. Prime Minister Narendra Modi celebrates Diwali with naval personnel aboard INS Vikrant. Thieves steal priceless jewellery from Louvre Museum in Paris. And Lionel Messi wins 2025 MLS Golden Boot with 29 goals for Inter Miami. First, let's take a look into the local news in detail. The Shillong Cantonment Board has initiated the installation of 30 to 35 CCTV cameras across key locations to enhance public safety and curb law and order issues. Speaking to our reporter, CEO Ayush Maurya said the first 10 cameras are already operational on Butcher Road, a stretch known for law violations and garbage dumping, improving overall surveillance in the cantonment.
First of all, regarding the CCTVs, we have recently installed around 10 CCTVs in the Boucher Road, which is a very shady area. Dumping of garbage and debris is also taking place. So there we have started this campaign. Secondly, we will be moved towards the Jhalupada area, near the taxi stand and all those areas where the drug issue is also on a very higher side. So we will plan in that area, and later on we'll move towards the Paltan Bazaar area.
The Nongpo Area Women Welfare Association, or NAWWA, celebrated its Silver Jubilee today, marking 25 years of dedicated service in promoting community welfare and women empowerment. Addressing the event, MLA Miral Bond's aim lauded the association's efforts in curbing social challenges and emphasized the pivotal role of women in Khasi matrilineal society. The celebration reaffirmed NAWWA's commitment to social harmony and continued community service.
Nagabanta banpentigna bahalor katu kamutu kabapitidan kabakran sapang empower women, uplift children and build the future. So I advise her in alam. Abang Thailand ya kani ka mutu bajungki ani dijumu bajungki takro shai ya kajing trekam bajungki ani poa ke belader hati ni benta bakher. Bagai waktu jengmut yang akan dikeluar kolam habaga, pilih jengmut banpin yang kini kemutu. Kedua, yang lain tadi benta kumbakan yang kedua. The past, the future, or the past, the present, and the future. Kamenor.
The Lom Mauba Women's Association organized a baby show for children up to 1 year at Lom Mauba Crèche with over 20 children participating. Former MLA Hamletson Dorling attended as chief guest, while Dr. Daniel B. Warba and Dr. Mrs. S. Longtry served as judges. Awards were given based on age, and the event aimed to raise awareness among parents on nurturing and maintaining their children's health from birth. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma attended the Silver Jubilee celebrations of women for congratulated WISE for 25 years of service in uplifting women and communities, appreciated the RNDM sisters for their dedication, and encouraged women leaders to propose key livelihood initiatives for government collaboration. And now, here are some news from around the Northeast region. In Tripura, amid heightened festive season security, the BSF Tripura frontier has intercepted 21 illegal migrants along the Indo-Bangladesh border. On October 19, 11 Bangladeshi nationals were caught at Agartala railway station, while 10 Rohingya migrants, including women and children, were intercepted in North Tripura attempting to cross into Bangladesh. The operations highlighted the BSF vigilance against illegal infiltration and trans-border crimes. While in Mizoram, in an operation at Vaphai Champai district on October 18, Assam Rifles under Spear Corps recovered 5,800 gelignite rods, 10,500 meters of cortex and 6,000 detonators. 2 individuals transporting the explosives in a bolero were apprehended, highlighting ongoing security vigilance in the region. Now let's take a look at the national news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today celebrated Diwali with Armed Forces personnel aboard INS Vikrant off the Goa and Karwar coast, continuing his annual tradition of spending the festival with soldiers. Interacting with naval officers, he lauded their service and dedication. Built at a cost of nearly Rs 20,000 crores with 76% indigenous content, INS Vikrant stands as a symbol of Atma Nirbhar Bharat and India's naval strength.
तब भारत की नेवी ग्लोबल स्टेबिलिटी में अहम भूमिका निभा रही है। आज दुनिया की 66% ऑयल सप्लाई, दुनिया के 50% कंटेनर शिपमेंट हिंद महासागर से होकर गुजरते हैं। इन रूट्स की सुरक्षा में इंडियन नेवी भारतीय महासागर की गार्डियन की तरह तैनात है साथियों।
The Festival of Lights, Diwali, is being celebrated across the country today with traditional fervor and joy. Homes, temples and streets are illuminated with lamps and colorful decorations as people worship Goddess Lakshmi for prosperity. In cities across the country, markets are bustling with shoppers buying sweets, gifts and Swadeshi products, adding to the festive spirit that marks the triumph of good over evil. Shri Ram Janma Bhoomi Temple in Ayodhya was illuminated with colorful lights yesterday. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has called on citizens to buy and celebrate Swadeshi products this festive season, urging them to share their purchases on social media with the message "Garv se kaho, ye Swadeshi hai." The appeal aligns with the MyGov India campaign, Celebrate Diwali and Empower Swadeshi, promoting local artisans, boosting self-reliance and supporting India's Atma Nirbhar Bharat initiative. The campaign encourages a nationwide movement to go vocal for local and strengthen the country's economy. Delhi's air quality reached a hazardous AQI of 411 near Akshardham Temple on Monday, prompting the Commission for Air Quality Management to enforce Stage 2 of the Graded Response Action Plan. Measures include increased dust mitigation, road sweeping, water sprinkling, stricter construction norms, higher parking fees and enhanced public transport services. Citizens are advised to follow safety guidelines as authorities intensify efforts to curb pollution across the NCR. On the final day of nominations for the Bihar Assembly Elections 2025, the Rashtriya Janata Dal unveiled its first list of 143 candidates across 38 districts. The lineup includes Tejashwi Yadav contesting from Raghopur and Bhojpuri, singer, actor Khisari Lal Yadav from Chhapra, marking his political debut. The party continues to focus on backward classes and minorities. The first phase of polling is on November 6, the second on November 11 and the results on November 14.
और ये तीसरी बार जो है हमने नामांकन जो है राघोपुर से की है और मुझे पूरा भरोसा है कि राघोपुर की जनता जो है इस बार पुनः जो है उस पर विश्वास करेगी और हमारा एक संकल्प है और जो संकल्प है आपको भी पता है कि कोई ऐसा परिवार ना बचे यानी हर एक परिवार के पास एक सरकारी नौकरी हो। बेरोजगारी को जड़ से हमको मिटाना है, बिहार को आगे ले जाना है।
And now here are the top stories from international news. Centrist Senator Rodrigo Paz has won Bolivia's presidential election, defeating conservative rival Jorge Tuto Quiroga with 54.5% of the vote. His victory ends nearly 2 decades of leftist rule under the Movement to Socialism party. Facing the country's worst economic crisis in years, Paz will take office on November 8 and will need to build alliances in parliament, where his party lacks a majority. US President Donald Trump has warned India of continued massive tariffs if New Delhi does not limit its Russian oil imports. Speaking aboard Air Force One, Trump claimed Prime Minister Narendra Modi assured him that India would curb such purchases. When asked about India's denial of any such conversation, Trump said the tariffs would remain otherwise. Russian oil imports have been a sticking point in US-India trade talks, with Washington insisting that oil revenues help fund Russia's war in Ukraine, while India has maintained its position that it will buy Russian oil based on own national interests and energy security.
I spoke with Prime Minister Modi of India, and he said he's not going to be doing the Russian oil thing, so that's it. I don't know, but if they want to say that, then they'll just continue to pay massive tariffs. And they don't want to do that.
French authorities are investigating a daring robbery at the Louvre Museum in Paris, where thieves on mopeds made off with priceless jewellery from the Apollo Gallery, home to remnants of France's crown jewels. The thieves reportedly used a mechanical ladder to access an upper floor. One stolen item, a crown of Napoleon III's wife Eugenie, was recovered damaged nearby. The Louvre remains closed for exceptional reasons as prosecutors assess the damage. Amazon Web Services AWS faced a major outage today, affecting connectivity for numerous companies and causing disruptions on popular platforms including Fortnite, Snapchat, Robinhood and Perplexity. The outage primarily hit the US East 1 region, leading to increased error rates and service delays. Financial apps like Venmo and Chime, gaming platforms like Roblox and Clash Royale, and messaging app Signal were also impacted. And in sports, Lionel Messi has claimed the 2025 MLS Golden Boot after scoring 29 goals and providing 19 assists in his second full season with Inter Miami. He becomes the club's first Golden Boot winner and the first Argentine to earn the honor since 2021. Messi's 48-goal contributions are just one short of Carlos Vela's record, and he's now favored to win a second straight MLS MVP award. Morocco defeated six-time champions Argentina 2-0 in the FIFA Under-20 World Cup final in Santiago, Chile on Sunday. Yassir Zabiri scored both first-half goals, earning Player of the Match honours, while Othman Mama received the Golden Ball as the tournament's best player. Morocco becomes the first Arab nation and the second African country after Nigeria in 1983 to win the Under-20 World Cup. Assam Rifles organised a men's volleyball tournament in Tungam Khullen Senapati, which concluded yesterday. Tungam Khullen Youth Club emerged as winners. The event aimed to promote sports, engage youth in competitive activities and nurture local talent in the region. And now for the weather report. First, let's take a look at the weather report in Tura. Minimum temperature of 20 degrees Celsius, maximum temperature of 29 degrees Celsius and relative humidity of 79% were recorded. Moving on to Shillong, 17 degrees Celsius of minimum temperature, 24 degrees Celsius of maximum temperature were recorded. The relative humidity is 88%. Meanwhile, in Jowai, minimum temperature 19 degrees Celsius, maximum temperature 29 degrees Celsius and relative humidity is 86%. And the forecast in Tura, Shillong and Jowai says dry weather most likely. Before winding up this news bulletin, here's a short recap. Shillong cantonment boosts security with over 30 new CCTV cameras. Nongpo Area Women Welfare Association celebrates 25 years of women empowerment. Prime Minister Narendra Modi celebrates Diwali with Naval Personal Aboard INS Vikrant. Thieves steal priceless jewellery from Louvre Museum in Paris. And Lionel Messi wins 2025 MLS Golden Boot with 29 goals for Inter Miami. And with that, we have come to the end of this first edition of 30 Minutes News Bulletin. And on behalf of DDK News Meghalaya, I wish you all a very happy Diwali. Good night.